July, Independence Day. They come back, finish this long hot summer that we've got started, and get ready to make preparations for our new year. I know the budget process is wide open. Appreciate Commissioner Knight and Cal and everyone that's worked with that. I see a lot of things going on that way. And, it looks like we're going to be able to engage and improve quality of life for our citizens, and that's what we're here for. So, Mr. Knight and I remember that there was time when we couldn't do that, could we, Joe? So,
yeah, but I'm sharper than a knife, so.
There you go. You get your hat, you borrow my hatchet that we had.
Very happy.
Yeah. Oh, I feel the Lord in prayer. Most gracious Heavenly Father, we thank Thee for all these commissioners and staff members and support personnel here that are gathered here in the conference room to do the business of Jefferson County. Dear Lord, as we're about to hear these opportunities that we have for the citizens, dear Lord, give us the wisdom, the strength, the courage, and the guidance to do the right thing and to continue doing the right thing and working together. Dear Lord, be with those that are sick and infirm. Touch them with your healing hands. Dear Lord, please be with those that tend to perpetrate violence on our citizens of Jefferson County. Dear Lord, touch them and show them the proper way in which to act and to coexist with our citizens. Dear Lord, we ask that you keep us, guide us, and protect us. I ask these things in Jesus' name. Amen. All right. Okay, we'll just go down the line.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Good morning. On behalf of the Public Works, Community Services, and Intergovernmental Relations Committee, we have no items for the Board of Equalization. 2 items under Environmental Services. Is that David Denner? If you'd like to speak to those items, or Cal, how would you like to proceed?
David's here.
Yeah, it's no cost, just 2 formats for, excuse me, work being done in the city. So,
No move.
All right. There's a motion to move items 1 and 2, and it has been properly seconded. All those in favor, let it be known by saying aye. No items for General Retirement System of Jefferson County. 1 item for Human Resources, and this is dealing with the Deputy Director of Youth Detention. I noticed that we do have the Director of Youth Detention with us today. Are there any questions as relates to this item?
How do you pronounce Mr.
It looked like Juan Sepulveda. 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 Okay.
Tell us a little bit about
That's wonderful. So he's been with us.
Would you like to
it.
stand?
Stand up, please. Come over here where we can see you, up here where we can see you.
Yes, sir. Juan is fantastic. He came to us from South Texas. He's been here for 5 years now, serving as the deputy director. He's done an amazing job. He primarily is responsible for the back end of the, how can we say, the secure area. So once you cross the secure door, all of the juvenile detention officers' oversight of the residents, making sure that we have their medications and the medical needs taken care of. It's really done a wonderful job. And
So you're renewing his contract is what you're doing.
absolutely, we are requesting.
He's done fantastic.
I move. Second.
All right, it has been moved and properly seconded. All those in favor, let it be known by saying aye. We have no items under compliance. Personnel Board of Jefferson County. We have 2 items for District 1 business, and then we have an item of new business to present as relates to Birmingham Board of Education. Mr. President, how would you like to proceed on the item of new business?
I move your district, other business 1 and 2.
Okay. Has been moved and properly seconded. All those in favor, let it be known by saying aye. How would you like to dispense of the items of new business? District 1?
Yeah, just do your,
Okay.
and I move for the unanimous consent for 1 item of new business.
It has been moved and properly seconded. Do we need to do roll call, Millie, or we just, any objections? Okay, seeing none, can we get a motion on the floor to now move the item?
I move this energy grant for City of Birmingham schools, amount $30,000.
Okay, it has been moved and properly seconded. All those in favor, let it be known by saying aye. Thank you, Commissioners, that's all we have.
Commissioner Tyson, good morning.
Good morning, Commissioners. Services that we have nothing from the corner's office.
Good morning, Commissioners. We have two items. I'm actually like to pull item number two. There's some adjustment that the consultant engineer needs to make to this agreement. The first item is the agreements at Hastings. This resolution authorizes the Commission President to sign the preliminary award letter for this proposed development, which is an additional award, permanent home loan funds for $1,655,033 for 56 units for seniors to be built in Kansas.
Move items 1 and 2.
Pull number two.
You gonna pull number 2?
Cool.
Okay, so,
I second item one.
thank you for the correction.
First and second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We had something from the district attorney, Danny, Carr, it actually is a, district salary for a public professional services from assistant district attorney, also have one for Lenise Washington in the cutoff.
I would want to.
Second?
It's the first and second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We have family court, we have family court on the line.
Yes, good morning, Commissioner. Yes, we have one item on the agenda. We are preparing for a school justice conference July 27th with the Board of Education, Alabama Department of Youth Services, and the District Attorney's Office. And that's what we have.
Move the item as presented.
I don't know. Explain that a little bit more, please. Well, it's
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, yes, we're basically having a youth justice conference to deal with some of the issues and problems that we're having throughout the city with our school system, due process, rights of our students and clients who appear at family court, in addition to dealing with just a number of different problems as it relates to our sex offender population, our kids that are housed over at youth detention, not credit, and just want to bring everyone in compliance and making sure that they understand what those students' rights are as they transition from youth detention and from the Alabama Department of Youth Services.
so you're going to train 75 people. Are they our staff people?
Not just our staff, not just family court, but the Board of Education as a whole throughout the city.
What about the county?
In the county, I apologize.
How many people from the city of Birmingham participate? How many from the county?
We don't have a final number yet. We've in the middle of extended invitations to all of the school participants, school board participants, and the educators. So we don't have a final number at this time. We anticipate there being at least 150 or so participants.
Then you've asked for 75.
I'm sorry.
And you've asked for approximately 75 people.
Well, that is our goal, but it could potentially be more, sir.
Will you have plenty? I guess I'm asking this question. You have enough money to do it if you got a lot much more?
Oh, yes, for what we have, a plan, we have plenty in terms of financial resources to pull off the retreat.
Fair enough.
Item is already moved.
Can I get a second?
So,
It's been first and second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We have youth detention,
Good morning again, Commissioners. We are requesting for you to allow us to have the MAN system training to come back. We allowed them to facilitate our training trainer last year for our officers, and we want them to have a refresher or booster training for those trainers to make sure that they're very familiar with the use of force, procedures, and self-defense training, so that they can do that for the other officers.
I'm self-defense training.
What's that? So when they're having to, basically restrain the residents when they are violent or fighting or combative toward one another or the staff, that the staff aren't being harmed and that we're not harming the residents, that we are safely restraining them, knowing their rights and how we should properly do those things, and then also use of force techniques so that it is escalating properly when we are not causing injury, unnecessary injury to anyone.
All right, this is refresher. When was the original?
It was last year, about this time last year. If I'm not mistaken, sir, I believe it was in June of last year. But I can get the exact date. Yes.
Okay, move it.
Like this, sir.
Second.
Okay, first and second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I thought you did the record joke, Commissioner, right?
Oh, no,
Okay.
I don't know.
One. Okay, can I get, my community grants, moved?
Yes, ma'am. So, and Madam Chair, sorry, excuse me.
And I wanted to add, $6,640 for the, book for children funds, and to get another machine for investment.
Which one is it?
This, number 3, item 3.
You wanna add a
You want to add? You want
You want
to
to
add
add?
one?
Yes, that's on there.
So I need to do 12,000.
It'd be 13,200.
So, Madam Chair, I'm gonna move items 1 through 7. But if, I'd like to also, for item number 7, we'd like to add 5,000, to the Nurses Association. And, we move forward with the 2 amendments. One would be for item number 3, pen and ink change to 13,280. And then, 5,000 to item number 7. I so move.
Second.
It's been first and second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye. Thank you, Madam Chair.
That's the end.
Administrative infrastructure committee, we have road and transportation. There are 9 items involved in that. Anywhere from Carson Road, right-of-way agreement, Caldwell Mill Road, Bay Road, North Chalk, couple of 3 in North Chalk, 1 on Bear Drive, Franklin Drive, vacation right-of-way. City of Birmingham signals on Cahaba River Road, agreement to collect data from weather stations, and city fire stations for the city of Birmingham, and then Rebuild Alabama contractor report. Is there any that the commissioner would like to pull to talk about?
No, sir, but I did have a question on item number 1. What section of Carson Road are you referencing when we were talking about this item?
So this item is for the consultant piece for our project to, they're looking at widening Carson Road for them for us to procure their resources so they can start the acquisition, the right-of-way process.
No, I get it. I just want to know what portion of Carson Road are we referring to? Carson Road starts from 1, the mission 1, and it goes on into 4. And I'm trying to figure out, are we speaking of the road that is, like we're going toward Fultondale or
Yes.
by Candy Mountain and all of that? Is that what we,
That's correct. That section of Carson Road.
that section of Carson?
That's correct.
Starting at 79.
Yes, sir. Why in that case?
I'd love for you to come on the other side of Carson Road. That's the reason why I'm saying that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So,
We'll look into that side as well.
and just for my own edification, what is that, I hate these speed bumps that we are now, not we're doing, but, the city is doing. What is that little groove that is on Carson Road that keeps you when you're going into the other lane? What is the proper name for that?
The center line rumble strips.
Rumble?
Rumble.
Okay, Grumble.
Just RUMBLE. They're
Rumble
strips, yes.
Oh, okay.
Maybe West Hall.
Yeah.
There-
Doesn't that do the same as a speed bump?
Well, so it is a traffic calming measure, and basically
Traffic calming measure.
it's a safety measure that pulls drivers' attention back, especially for crossover accidents.
Well, the reason why I'm saying that is because, we've been having a lot of, trying to say this diplomatically, because it's about to tear cars going, even if you're going slowly with these speed bumps, but I've found the rumblers seem to me, to accomplish the same goal, but it's less evasive when you're driving.
So transverse rumble strips can be potentially a treatment. Anything that we can do to get drivers to pay attention and do what they're supposed to. So it really just kind of depends on the specific situation, but.
So do you think it's a good measure to be able to slow vehicles down?
Well, I mean, ultimately, all traffic calming measures are intended to get drivers to comply with speed limits on the road. You know, the issue is driver non-compliance. They're going too fast, they're not paying attention, and so they're creating unsafe situations. And the speed bumps, which the county doesn't use for a lot of different reasons, is a methodology, but it comes with significant drawbacks in a lot of cases. So there are other ways of addressing that.
Are we looking at, lastly, and then I'm gonna move forward, are we looking at the county portion of Carson Road that is within our districts? Meaning opposite of that road, I don't know if that,
Highway 79.
Are we looking at any improvements on that road?
It was not identified for a geometry improvement, which is what the focus of this project is. But it's in the course of the normal pavement management system, so I would have to check specifically on that road and see where it is, but we can get that information and get back to you.
Okay, all right, thank you.
We'll get you that information.
Yes, sir, thank you.
Any other questions?
No, sir.
Move
Move
on.
items 1 through 9. Second.
With motion second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
6 items, including the minutes from the June 22nd meeting of the county attorney.
Second.
Motion made second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Have, yeah. You have your county manager?
First one we have is training, extending the contract to 9/30/2024. The next one's the ARPA EMS upgrades, Forestdale Fire District.
I do have a question, Kevin.
On Forestdale, go ahead.
No, sir, on number 3, is that a typo?
It
You
is,
refer to Leeds, but then you got Fairfield, so
right,
which one
that's a
is it?
typo, it should be Lee's.
Okay.
That was number 3. Number 4, a non-profit benefit beneficiary program expansion. And then I have those, Justin sent us all about it, we can now, it should be in your backup data.
Go ahead, Lee. You talking
Oh,
about?
you got the ballot house project, 30,000, Wood Mountain Race Refuge, awarded 30,000. Friends of the Hoover Public Library, 5,000. Foundation for Arts and Cultural Connections, 30,000. Homewood Library Foundation, 5,000. Ignite Alabama Foundation, 5,000. Nurturing Golden Hearts, 5,000. Friends of Trustful Library Hills Library, $5,000, and McWayne Science Center, $30,000. Those are all through your nonprofit ARPA program.
Was that on the first come, first served basis?
Yes, sir, they have their individual criteria.
Any excluded because they didn't meet qualifications?
No, sir. There were some excluded because they didn't meet the qualifications, but there were none excluded because we ran out of funds. So everybody that applied and met the qualifications was recommended for funding based on the documentation they provided showing revenue loss.
Justin, while you're on the phone, how much federal funds do we have left?
We've got almost all of the funds allocated. We've got about probably roughly 50 to 60% obligated as encumbered in contracts.
That's half of it.
Yes, sir. So I can give you a detailed report showing each category and what we've got encumbered versus allocated here in a little bit if you'd like me to.
Oh, that would be great, understanding that this is monies that we did not have and it's out of our normal, the way we do business in Jefferson County. So, as we have jumped into this, we need to understand that that next year, what monies will be available to be allocated along these lines. And if there's a year following that, what monies will be able to be allocated along the lines for the next year, so we can make our plans and understand that that's not in our general fund budget, but it is something that we're using to help the citizens of Jefferson County. And I guess we need to know
Well, they all got to be allocated before these occur next year.
That's right. That's right. Everything has to be
allocated or
encumbered and to a contract.
But they have to be allocated by next year.
allocated by next year and spent by
96.
End of 2026.
2020. Okay, so there you go.
Hey, Justin, will you email the spreadsheet to each commissioner?
Yeah, they do that.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So Commissioner, we are covering those items that may have been appropriated but not expended.
That's what I'm trying to say.
It'll be on the spreadsheet. So like for this program, it'll show what you allocated and how much we've expended and how much is left.
We're gonna find that out for the next meeting.
Well, today.
Okay.
All right. Are there any other questions about that? Cal, you have anything else about how you report? See, I forgot to ask you, do you have anything out of your report?
I apologize, I do have an additional, fire district, allocation in the McIntyre area fire district. Y'all wouldn't mind adding that as new business, I'll get that.
We have one consideration of one item of new business out of administration, public works, fire district, this,
You got wood down?
I'm sorry, John.
I was asking, do y'all have handouts that were?
I'll have it to you shortly.
Yeah, this is something that they had, it's for the allocation of that, ambulance stuff. $370,813.80. Out of ARPA funding. Yes, sir.
Move the item as presented for,
Okay, one item of the new business, unanimous consent, anyone object? We've got that.
move the item.
Commissioner Scales moved the item, Mr. Dodson second, all in favor say aye. Aye. Okay, thank you. I have no other business coming out of my report, Commissioner Knight. have finance. Ms. Dixon.
Good morning, Commissioners. We have item number 1, our unusual demand report. Item number 2, 3, and 4 are our normal encumbrance report, purchasing agenda report, and purchasing exception report. Do you have any questions on those items?
Do I have a motion on 1 through 4?
Move items 1 through 4.
Motion, do I have a second?
Second, is this the correct year on item 4 for the election, 2020, August 23rd, 2022?
What do you say?
Oh, I'm sorry, we're not on that here. It's not up on this last.
I have a motion, do I have a second on 1 through 4?
Second.
All right, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Under Budget Management Office, we have our multiple staff development, individual staff development, and information items, and we also have 2 items for budget amendment. The first item is
Let's do that separate. Do I have a motion on the budget management office staff development?
Move the items.
Motion is second. Now, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All right, now let's do the budget agenda. We have a county attorney increased funds for contractual services. Mr. Lawson?
But you know, we have some additional litigation that's in place that was not requested.
Okay. But do we need to do the entire amount for this, or can we budget that part, most of it in the next budget cycle? We already owe it?
We will before the next budget cycle.
Okay, got it. All right. And the others, roads and transportation, increased funds for paving supplies.
Move.
Second.
Motion and second for A and B. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. All right, developmental services.
Motion.
We'll move 1 and 2 and just put them to the agenda.
Is it really like this?
Unless there's something. We moved 1 and 2 to the agenda. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All right, general services.
Good morning, Commissioner. Good morning, Commissioners. General Services has 4 items on the agenda. The first 3 are for contracts for moving services for election equipment. So we have Moving Store.
I moved 1 through 3.
Thank you. And then Commissioner Tice pointed out the date for the election for the city of Helena. That should be 2023.
Yeah. All right.
Should it be August the 8th?
Yes, ma'am. August 8th, 2023.
Yes.
And then the runoff will occur September what, 23?
I doubt if there's a runoff election for this. This is regarding annexation.
All right.
It's an annexation, so it shouldn't be a runoff involved in that.
So do you need to delete that if required?
Yes, I would. It is, the election is for the annexation of Indian Ford.
All right. Have a motion on items 1
I have one question,
through 4.
Mr. Chair.
Do we have
We
a
can-
second? No.
Okay, so, City of Helena, are we, is this because they're utilizing our equipment in order to be able to, host or have this election? Is that what this is?
Revenue generated.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's like they're paying us.
All right.
Okay, that was just my question.
That's my understanding. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. It's a revenue generating contract, and they will be using our equipment to host this election.
Just wanted to make a clarification for myself. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
I have a motion and a second on items 1 through 4 with a correction of the date of August 8th, 2022. I have a motion and a second, all in favor? All right, thank you. All right, item community grants,
Items 1 through 4.
Yeah.
all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Have an item of new business, that is the,
Move for unanimous consent.
Second.
motion and a second to consider, resolution for the reappointment of Joe Knight and Travis Olson to the Hallmark Farms Cooperative Board. And since Mr. Emmons is resigned, we're gonna, put Mr. Jeff Traywick, on the cooperative board for the 4-year term.
And I only had one ask, and then we can move forward. County Attorney, my question was, being Mr. Traywick's position, he is still legally permitted to serve on this board. Am I correct?
Correct.
Okay, just wanted to be sure. Move items A and B as presented.
Have a motion, do I have a second? I'll second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. All right, that concludes my report.
We have one more item of new business that's coming from the county manager's office. That you have a movie that's being filmed and they will use a particular part of the courthouse. You've heard this guy around town that you have sightings everywhere. I'm not gonna mention anything. But you make sightings around here somewhere, or you may have sightings around here, your location agreement coming through, so we need unanimous consent for consideration of one more item.
Move for unanimous consent, is the item of new business as presented.
Second.
We have a motion second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye. Move item. Move item.
Items we moved, all in favor, say aye. Danielle. Danielle second.
All the ladies said aye.
All right. I see nothing out of information technology.
I move, I district 5 and 10.
Yeah, that's easy, boy. Anything else? Commissioners, anyone like to address the body?
Let me just look at something here.
Okay.
This document that you passed out that talks about this, movie being filmed, we should not share it. It's go to location.
I think it's already happened. I think it's
Nobody
already occurred.
be at the main courthouse.
It's already occurred. This is, well, I want to say that. I get it. Pick them both up. Okay, you look so. Anyway, did, Justin, had that already occurred?
Yes, sir, the filming was actually yesterday, they approached us on Friday, and I don't mind telling you where it was, I think there were enough people that saw it. It was over, they used a portion of the youth detention center facility, and, they were great partners on that. They fed the residents and staff their lunch and dinner yesterday while they were there working, so, it went very well.
Well, no wonder my name was so chipper this morning. Motion to adjourn, please.